Chapter 5. Union and its Territory, Indian Polity, Laxmikanth. Today, we are going to study Chapter 5 of Indian Polity by M. Laxmikanth, Union and its Territories. This chapter deals with how the Indian Constitution defines the Union of India, what constitutes its territory, and how states and union territories can be created, altered, or reorganized under constitutional provisions. Part 1. India as a Union of States. The very first article of the Constitution, Article 1, declares, India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. This statement is extremely important because it emphasizes that India is a union, not simply a federation like the United States. In a federation, states have their own independent identity. In India's case, states are not sovereign units. They exist by virtue of the Constitution, and Parliament has the power to reorganize, merge, divide, or even abolish them. This principle underlines the supremacy of Parliament over state boundaries and territorial structure. Map Part 2. What is the territory of India? The Constitution also defines what the territory of India includes. Territories of the states. Union territories. Territories that may be acquired by the government of India in the future. This means that India's territory is not fixed forever. The Constitution allows for the addition of new territories, just as India acquired Goa, Daman and Diu, and other regions after independence. Part 3. Union territories. Union territories, UTs, are different from states. They are directly administered by the central government through a lieutenant governor or administrator. They do not have the same degree of autonomy as states. Some UTs like Delhi and Puducherry even have legislatures, but their powers are not as extensive as those of states. According to current information, India has 8 union territories, including Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Delhi, Lakshadweep, Puducherry, Chandigarh, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, and Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, merged UT. Union territories have been created for different reasons, such as strategic importance, historical legacy, administrative convenience, or cultural distinctiveness. Hammer and Wrench Part 4. Articles governing Union and Territory. This chapter is based on Articles 1 to 4 of the Constitution. Round Pushpin Article 1. It gives the name and territory of India and clearly states that India is a union of states. Round Pushpin Article 2. It empowers Parliament to admit new states into the Union or establish new states on terms and conditions it considers fit. This does not require a constitutional amendment. Round Pushpin Article 3. It gives Parliament the authority to form a new state by separating territory from any state, increase or diminish the area of any state, alter boundaries, alter the name of any state. This can be done by passing a law with the President's recommendation. Before recommending such a law, the President must refer it to the concerned state legislature for its views. But the state legislature's views are not binding. Round Pushpin Article 4. It clarifies that laws made under Article 2 and 3 are not constitutional amendments under Article 368. They are passed like ordinary laws, simple majority, in Parliament. Classical Building Part 5. Reorganization of states. In the early years after independence, India had several categories of states. Part A states, former British provinces. Part B states, former princely states. Part C states, chief commissioner provinces, and some princely states. Part D, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. However, demands for linguistic reorganization grew stronger, especially after the formation of Andhra Pradesh based on language in 1953. This led to the States Reorganization Act, 1956, and the 7th Constitutional Amendment, which reorganized states primarily on linguistic lines and abolished the earlier fourfold classification. After this reorganization, India had 14 states and 6 union territories as of 1st November 1956. Part 6. Acquisition and cession of territories. India can acquire new territory by cession, treaty, purchase, gift, lease, or plebiscite, by occupation if unoccupied by any recognized power, by conquest or subjugation. In some historic cases, like the Land Boundary Agreement with Bangladesh, India exchanged enclaves with Bangladesh. Through the 100th Constitutional Amendment, 2015, India transferred some enclaves and received others in return, modifying the first schedule accordingly. Part 7. Integration of princely states. At independence in 1947, India consisted of 2 categories: British Indian provinces. Princely states. Princely states had the choice to join India, Pakistan, or remain independent. Out of 552 princely states, 549 joined India. Some famous examples include Hyderabad, integrated by police action, Junagadh by referendum, and Kashmir by instrument of accession. Key takeaways. India is a union of states, not a federation in the classic sense. Territory includes states, union territories, and acquired lands. Parliament has supreme power to reorganize states. Article 3. Article 4 ensures that such laws are not constitutional amendments. Union territories are administratively under the centre. India can acquire territory under international law. Integration of princely states was a historic process of nation building. Most important articles for UPSC. Article. Subject. Article 1. Name and territory of the Union. Article 2. Admission, establishment of new states. Article 3. Formation, alteration of states. Article 4. Law under Articles 2 and 3, not amendment under Article 368.